Hello my friends, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're ready for another YouTube video from your old buddy, Dadcraft73. We're back here playing some DW20 1.12 modded Minecraft. And man, you know we're having a good time. That is for sure and for certain. There's no question. We got to get turned around here. I got some stuff that I need to show you. Let's go topside here for a quick second. Let's find the door. I got a bunch of apiaries out here doing all kinds of work. So first of all, in this one, I've got some modest bees just cycling through. Got some over here as well. Here I have an ancient bee. Oh yeah, no, get away. Okay. Oh man. Thank you, FTB utilities. Oh, that scared me to death. Here, oh, I don't know if my poor heart can handle that kind of stuff. Over here, we've got an ancient queen doing her deal. And in this one right here, I made a new bee, which just finished, a growing princess. So let's see. Yeah, these guys are okay. We're going to let these cycle through again. I need an automation upgrade. I'll come up here and add one of those to that. But we need all these bees and some more. And yeah, we're going to be messing around with that sort of peripherally in this episode. It's not going to be the focus of our... Oh my goodness, I can't believe that's creeper. Oh. It's going to be, we're going to be working on some bee stuff today, but not primarily. It's going to be there, it's in the background, doing its deal. Okay, so the next thing that I made off camera, and I guess this is a good segue. If you don't know already, I have a Discord channel where you guys can come and join and chit-chat about stuff, ask questions, get questions answered, figure out what I'm having for dinner. Talk about food, talk about what you're having for dinner, how was work, all those different things. Man, it's just a big group of people that we just chit-chat about all kinds of stuff. But we were talking today about this issue right here. So, for instance, or not for instance, uranium is in this pack. And then all of a sudden, in 1.7, that's the version of Direwolf that we're running currently, Yellorium ingots were removed. Like, you can't make them. Yeah, doesn't do anything. So if I go over here and look, now I had some Yellorium ingots from back in the day, and I have quite a few, and we're gonna hopefully get to use some of those today if we can. But the problem is you can't make any more, right? You can't make them. They're not in the mod pack anymore that you can actually make as far as like a recipe. So if you get Yellorium ore, I guess that doesn't even exist. Yellorium. So Yellorium ore doesn't even exist as far as that you can get or you can find. Okay, so you can't make these, but they do exist in the pack, and you have to sort of be creative to be able to make them. So anytime if you have some Yellorium ore or uranium ore or anything like that, you end up with a uranium ingot. And even if you have a uranium bee, which gives you these Yellorium grains, if you take these, right, 4 of those, gives you a uranium grit. It doesn't give you Yellorium. It should, but it doesn't. So, and I guess the other thing is I have some Yellorium dust, right? So I have like 38 dust. So if I take this over here and throw it in a redstone furnace, watch what comes out. Uranium. No good, because of a couple reasons. One is I like to use Yellorium in my mutagen producer to make mutagen, right? That's the first thing. And the other thing is today, in today's episode, I want to make some thermoelectric generators. So thermoelectric, thermoelectric, these. I want to make some of these, and you know, we've made these a ton in other series. These are awesome. Passive power generation, they just kind of sit there and do their deal. Nothing that you need to do to make them generate power. I'm a huge fan of anything passive, so you don't have to keep feeding it fuel and everything like that. And sometimes it's worth going a little crazy, producing a ton of something that just sits there and works all the time, and you just kind of set it and forget it, and you just come back or you just rake in all the power from this thing just doing its deal. But a thermoelectric generator, it uses temperature differences. So for example, if we have a piece of like packed ice, a thermoelectric generator, and like a Yellorium block like that, this thermoelectric generator will generate like 20 like 21 or something RF a tick, right? That's how it does. Just sitting there because it looks at the temperature differences. Then you can kind of stack blocks around and make it work. So anyway, that being said, I want to use Yellorium blocks to be able to power that Yellorium generator. But if I can't create Yellorium ingots, we've got a problem, right? But, and here we go. So this is full circle. I'm bringing you all back. So if I have all of this uranium and I want some Yellorium, there's a thing from thermal expansion called the Lexical transmuter. And let's take a look here at the recipe. Lexical transmuter. You have to make the forged lexicon. It's a book, craftable. You just need a book, and then you surround it by essentially vanilla items, some lapis, some redstone, some gold, and iron, and you get the book. And then you take the book and you add it into this setup where, I mean, it's really the only thing different that we haven't made before is like a device frame. And it's like a machine frame, but it's got a copper gear as opposed to like a tin gear in the middle. So anyway, you make that and you set it down. Doesn't take power, and you get this deal right here. Okay? So it's got like an input slot, it's got a deal over here, and then it's got an output slot. Okay? So if I go over here and get myself a Yellorium ingot, I just need one, right? Just one. And you sort of set this guy in the middle here. And it's a ghost block. It doesn't really exist, right? And then I put some uranium in here. Watch. Bloop. Converts it. Converts it to Yellorium ingots. So if I take 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and now I have 9 of those, I should be able to take these guys and put those in the crafting grid like so, and make myself a Yellorium block. So then I can use that to fuel my thermoelectric generator. Yeah? So, simple to make, easy. Just this little lexical transmuter. Old buddy Teddy here said, hey man, this is how you need to do it. This is the deal. Make one of these guys and then put your stuff through. Now, one of the things that I have found, though, is if you need to have the block or the item that you're going to transmute to. Okay, so if I didn't have any Yellorium ingots, I wouldn't be able to do this because you actually have to have, and you can't like click them in. And even if I wanted to click them in, they don't exist, so I can't select them anywhere, right? It's kind of frustrating. I don't know if I can do Yellorium. If I can go like this, so you can't click it into this thing. So I had to have a Yellorium block so I can set this in here like that. So I'm going to convert the rest of this. I don't need uranium. So there we go. All right. So we got a bunch of Yellorium. We need to make sure that we save one of those for sure. Do I have an item frame? Let's do this. Let's take one of these and let's get a Yellorium, one of these. Like that. And we'll just stick it up here on the wall somewhere, just so we don't have any issues with like losing it. There. Okay. Now it'll just sit up there and do its deal. Okay. So that's sort of the story of Yellorium. And if you have lots of uranium, how to get Yellorium back if you have an ingot. You got to have at least one ingot, man. I hope you do in your world. If not, I mean, I guess the other thing is if you're playing by yourself, you could always just kind of cheat one in, right? I guess. I don't know. I don't know if you could or not. You need to have one. I just happen to have one before they made the change. I don't know if like in 1.8 they're undoing that and fixing it. But anyway, there you go. Lexical transmuter solves your problem. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. So the next thing I want to do, let me see, do I have coal dust? I have it in my inventory. I've been making a little bit of steel because we're going to need that here in just a second. So we're letting that run through. And I have half a stack. So we'll get the rest of that. I wanted to make a stack of steel. Let's see, what else? Oh, okay. Anything else I need to bring you up to speed with? I don't think so. Alright, so the next thing I need, though, is if I'm going to make some thermoelectric generators, I need some packed ice. Alright, and packed ice takes ice if you surround it by a pure daisy. So we're going to get into a little Botania stuff today, just the very, very beginnings of Botania. So if you don't know anything about that mod or have never played with it before, I'm going to show you how to at least get started with Botania. And then down the road, we'll go a lot more crazy. We're going to do some crazy stuff with Botania, that's for sure. So anyway, if we take ice and we put it around the pure daisy, I think we can go like that and see. So we take stone and put it around and we get living rock. Those are Botania items. So is living wood. Netherrack gives you cobblestone. Soul sand gives you sand. Ice gives you packed ice. Blaze mesh, which I don't even know what that is, gives me obsidian. Water gives me snow. Okay? And then snow, we can't do that around the thing? I thought maybe we could convert snow. But I don't need any snow. So, but if you do need snow, that's an easy way to get it. Even out here in the desert, you can get yourself some snow. Not a problem. Okay. So what I want to do, though, is I want to make some packed ice, and I need some ice to do that. So we're going to build another thermal expansion machine, and that's called a glacial precipitator. It just runs on power. You put water in. I guess it super cools it in its internal mechanism, and you end up with ice on the other side. Okay? So let's see if we can't make one of these guys. Let's get in here, and we'll make it. Okay. So we need a piston. We can make one of those. Okay, you go there. Whoops. Let's actually do it this way. Glacial precipitator. Yeah. Okay, we need a machine frame, so that means we need a tin gear. So let's actually make a couple tin gears, and we'll just throw them in there. So we should be able to make this guy now. Yep, machine frame done. And then we need a redstone deal reception coil. We need a couple copper gears. We can make 2 of those. Yeah. And then, can we make it? Yeah, there we go. Glacial precipitator. So now all we need to do is find some power to plug this guy into. And then we're going to be good to go. I mean, it doesn't need to be something we need long term, I don't think. Here, can I just stick him on there? Okay. And then you can pick the thing you want. You can get snow, you can get packed ice, you can get snowballs, you can... Oh, is that packed ice? Huh. Well, we're not going to do it that way. We're going to use it to make ice. Because I want to get into some Botania stuff. Alright, let's see. Do I have a tank somewhere that's got water in it by chance? I bet I don't. I need to get a tank. Liquid meat. Pink slime. Liquid meat. That stuff. Lava. Lava. Mr. Lava. Okay, so we need to get some water into this guy. I thought for some reason back in the day I had a deal. Maybe I don't anymore. Let's see, do I have an aqueous accumulator? Aqueous? No. Alright, we can make one though. So aqueous accumulator, of course, does get you... pulls water out of like a source and gives you water that you can mess around with. So let's get some of this. And let's make this guy now. Okay, there's that guy. And then we need one of these, which we will make. And then we need some iron gears, which we can make. Okay. And then we should be able to make this guy. Yep, aqueous accumulator. Perfect. So he also requires power. Let me see, do I have some sandstone over here? Sandstone. Smooth sandstone. Perfect, that's exactly what I need. Let's go clean up a little bit here and see if we can't make ourselves a little area where we can run this thing. Like we can go like that maybe. Okay, that needed to be done anyway. So does that. Okay, so we have I'm gonna take this out. What's in here? Anything? No. Okay, I'm gonna take this guy and I'm gonna take this guy, and then we're gonna put our glacial precipitator right here. Okay, and then we're going to end up putting our... If I put a block... 1, 2, 3... Put a block right there. Okay, that'll work. Alright, then we'll put water right there. And that means this guy can go right here. Okay? Yeah. And then I just need a piece of flux. Some power, so I can get him some power. Flux. Just one of these will work. Alright, and we should be able to just extend that guy there. Oh. Does he not need power? He doesn't even need power, does he? Okay, well then I won't give you any. I guess he doesn't. Okay, and then I just needs a couple buckets. Let me grab some buckets so I can learn how to spell. Here, let's make 2 buckets. There's old Java Dad logging on, getting ready to do stuff and things and crazy stuff. Who knows what he's going to be working on? Most likely, he's going to be doing some bee stuff. Man, he has been going bee crazy. That's for sure. Let's get our 2 buckets of water, like so. Hello there, Blitz. You didn't get me this time. And we're going to go down here. And then I should be able to go like so. And like this. Does that have to be in the thing? I think maybe it does. I think it actually has to be like inside the source block. That's okay. We'll put it down there. This guy is going to go here. And then this is going to go here. Right? And then he should be getting water in him. Yeah. All right, and now I just need some fluid conduit, fluid duct. It doesn't have to be whatever. It doesn't have to be anything too fancy. I think I'm going to need like 3 or 4. And I should be able to just go like this. Yep. And now this guy is going to get water. So let's change this and say this side is going to be input. Nope. We want ice. Okay. Yes, it's a little bit slower, but that's okay. And then where are we going to do output? We'll do output on top. Do we have a chest? Yep. Here, we'll just get one of these. And we can just stick this chest over here on top of this guy and say you are going to be output. Yep. And then you can be disabled. No, you have to still be, you can be disabled and you can be disabled. Okay, there we go. So water comes in, ice goes out. Perfect. Yeah. So now we'll just let that run, and maybe I'll just fill up this chest with ice and then call it a done deal. We can take it back down. We don't need to have it keep running. It's not like we need that much ice. Okay, so now we want to look at a pure daisy, and we need a couple things. So the first thing I need is some mystical... I need some mystical white petals. Do I have mystical white? I do. Okay. Alright, so I'll tell you what. Let this thing run for a little while. Let me get some ice built up in this thing. I also need to do some bee maintenance here and see what's going on with my bees. So let me get all of this stuff kind of squared away, and I'll bring you back. And we got to figure out an area. I think maybe over there. We're going to start some Botania stuff. I have to get some materials to get that ready, though. This guy's doing its deal? Yeah, I should really put an automation upgrade in there. Why didn't you go in there? Okay, you did. Alright, so we're getting some extra bees there, getting some extra bees there, and finally this thing is done. Man, that thing takes forever, that ancient bee. Okay, so let me do a little bit of work. I'll be back with you in just a second. Alrighty, my friends, we are back. I think we're ready to jump in to the world of Botania. Man, it's going to be awesome. So we got to make a petal apothecary first of all. To be able to make this pure daisy, this is the first, essentially the first tool or item that you're probably going to make if you're going to jump in and start working on some Botania stuff. So you can see what we've got here. It just needs some cobblestone slabs, some other cobblestone, and a little bit, and a single petal. So we'll make some slabs like that, and then we should have enough cobble to make this thing. Yeah, we'll make it like that. Perfect. Petal apothecary. Do I have some fluid ducts? I do. Okay. Do I have any seeds? Oh, I do. Okay. And then we also want to get our white mystical flowers out of here. So let's get 2 of those. What is that? White crystal shard. I don't even know what that is, but... And we're going to convert these into petals. So we need 4 mystical white petals and a seed. And a petal apothecary. And we need some water, which we happen to have... Man, I can never find the exit. So I went over here and I put down some dirt, and I planted I had a grass block I put in here, and then is it going to be nighttime? Yeah, of course it is. So I got my watering can and I filled it up with water and just kind of helped that grass grow a little bit over there. Let's go ahead and sleep through the night. Old Crazy Java Dad is back online, taking care of business. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's go over here, and we're going to just set this guy right here, like so. Now, what you can do, you can take a bucket and just fill it up with water and, you know, dump the water in here manually, but I built myself another aqueous accumulator. I did that off camera. You guys didn't need to see that. Oh, hey, no, here. Can I not connect that guy? Aw. That's not cool. Can I put it under? Can I run this like here? And then set this guy on top of it? Will he take water? No, not that. Here, will you go there? Huh, okay. Can I take this guy and connect him? Let's try this. Let's do this first. I set this guy here. Can I take this and connect it? Well, that is not ideal. I don't know how to put the water into this thing automatically. Do I have any other options for water transport? I don't know. Alright, let's not worry about that now. We don't want to take too much time in this episode. Let me just grab this guy out of here. I've got an infinite water source here. It's good enough for now, right? And then maybe we'll mess around and see if we can't figure out how to get water into this thing automatically. So now, we take our bucket of water and we just dump it into the apothecary like that, okay? And then it's as simple as this. We want to make a pure daisy. We take 4 of these white flowers and you just throw them in. I think you can also click them. No, we throw them in. Okay, you can see them kind of floating around in there. It's kind of cool. And then it says we just need to add a seed. So we throw a seed in as well. Bang. And we get out a pure daisy. So let's go and put this pure daisy here. That'll work. Now let's go over here to our glacial precipitator that we have fired up already. And we will grab some ice. And we have a ton. Awesome. Let's just go like that. How's this guy doing? Is he okay? Yeah, he's still doing his deal. All right, now, there's a trick with ice because we're in the middle of the desert, which is not ideal for ice. So you guys probably already know this already, but if you take your ice and you chisel it into something other than just ice, and let's say we do like weathered bricks, that's fine, right? Now that ice, it's no longer ice and it won't melt. I mean, it still has all the properties of ice. It still cools and does whatever it needs to do. Still slippery, but it doesn't melt anymore. So what you do is you take this ice and you surround, or whatever you're going to put around your pure daisy, and you just surround it by that. Now you might be saying, hey, you built a glacial precipitator. Why didn't you just make packed ice in there? You could have been done this whole thing. Yeah, but then we wouldn't have had an excuse to get started with Botania, and we want to get into that pretty soon, that's for sure. There's a couple things that we want to have that is going to tie into sort of what we got going on around here. And now we just have to wait. By the way, I have mail. I need to figure out what that mail is. I don't know what it might be. Yeah. Let's let that run. And it takes a few minutes, and then it just turns it into whatever it is that you want it to be turned into. Let's check our bees real quick. Let's see what we got going on around here. Is this guy cycled through again? They have. We'll do this. I should just put an automation upgrade. I don't know why I didn't do that. This is almost done. That is going. Yeah. These guys taking care of business. Okay, everybody's happy here. Let me go do this real quick and grab myself an automation upgrade real quick. I think I have one. Yeah, let's just take one of those out and we'll stick it in there. We might as well just get both of them. Okay. And let's go upstairs real quick and just throw these into these hives just so they can produce. We want to make sure that we got that going on. I'll see you later, JD. Later. Okay. All right, so now if we go back over here, we'll see that this ice has been magically transformed by the power of mana into packed ice. We do have a small issue, though. Oh, we don't have an issue. I was like, hey, we got to have some kind of silk touch to be able to get packed ice. No, we don't. All we need to do is this. We just put this down, right? And then we go like this. And then we go like, let's change this to 1 by 1. Bloop. Do. Overpowered exchanger strikes again. Okay. So now this will make more ice. And the other thing about this is you can break it, right? It doesn't disappear because it's no longer ice. It's now like a block. Okay, so we made a pure daisy. We could make a bunch of these if we wanted to, but one is fine. So there's our little initial Botania setup. I want to just show you guys. I sort of ran away before this did it the last time. Let me just show you how it does its conversion. And then I think we're going to have about everything else that we need. This episode's been sort of about converting things, right? So we're converting ice into packed ice. We're converting water into regular ice using the glacial precipitator, and we use that Lexical thing to convert uranium ingots into Yellorium. Yeah. It's a conversion kind of episode. All right, let's just let this go. I got to figure out how to get water into that thing. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. Okay, and we could just set this up again and let it run. This is all the packed ice I think we're going to need for the time being. So we have 16. And you do the same thing with like wood and stone to make it into the appropriate kind of blocks that you need for Botania kind of stuff. So even though we're just using it right now to convert to packed ice, if we're going to get into Botania, we're going to need all that stuff anyway. So it doesn't matter that we didn't just create it in the glacial precipitator. Now the other thing is, I'm kind of a big fan of, if there's multiple ways to do something, I think a lot of times people get stuck and say, you must do it this way. This is the only way. So-and-so does it this way, and this is the best way. Man, whatever. We do it our own way, however we want to do it. And you shouldn't let anybody tell you how to do stuff. You do it however you want to. Okay. So now, so far in our episode, we have Yellorium ingots that we can make Yellorium blocks out of. We have packed ice that is going to be the other side of our thermoelectric generator. And we have a stack of steel. Okay? Yeah. All right. So I need to get myself prepared. I need to make some patterns. I'm a little short on those. And I'm going to try to skip like the type of stuff that, I don't know. What am I trying to say? If I need to create stuff that we've already done, I don't think there's any reason for us to do it on camera. Let's get 16 of these guys. Oh, are you what? Is that can't be true. I should have stacks on stacks of redstone. Did I not bring redstone over with me? Maybe. Nope, it's still in here. I almost had like a heart attack. I'm like, where did all my redstone go? There we go. These are all empty, by the way. I think except for whatever this is. I don't know. It's like aluminum or something like that. Everything else is empty. I just couldn't carry all that stuff with me, and I got tired of hauling it back and forth. Okay, so let's go down in here. And we throw all this redstone in here, like so. Oh, man, there was my transportation device. We'll just put all that in there, and that, and that, and that. That's good. And that can go in there. And, let's see. We don't have any other... There's extra utilities pipes. Can we make some of these real quick? Okay. And do I have a fluid transfer deal? Where's he at? Retrieval node fluids. I just want one of these. Yeah, this. Can I make this? Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. So let me get my... let's go try this again with this stuff while we're sort of here messing around. And then we'll get ready to start looking at building some other cool things. Okay, let's take our aqueous accumulator. We'll stick him back in there like that, right? He's good. He should be pulling water out of here in a moment. He is. All right, so if I put this here... All right, will this let me fill this guy up with water? Okay, we want to go... What is this? Get out of here. Maybe it doesn't work. I thought for sure. Do you have to come over the top, maybe? I guess that doesn't work. For sure you could get water in there through some mechanism. Maybe there's some other way we could do it. So I'll have to think about that. But let me get ready. I gotta get these patterns crafted up. I need to get myself to understand exactly what we need to do. We might have to make some other little odds and ends. So let me get ready for the rest of this episode. We're going to start making some thermoelectric generators. And then at the end, we're going to talk about what we're going to do with those crazy things. I'll see you in just a second. Alrighty, my friends, we are back. We've been doing a little bit of work around here. Let me show you real quick. I'm going to take you inside our compact machine. So I moved my induction smelter in here, build another crafter for it. I got a couple patterns in there. One is steel, one is electrum, one is constantin. So we got those all done, and it's all hooked up to the network, and I've got some speed upgrades in there, and everything should be happy. And then here we've added some new patterns. So I've got a pattern for a engineer's hammer, I've got constantin plate, I've got copper wire, I've got wire cutters, I've got wire coil, and then the coil block, thermoelectric generator, and then I have a forge hammer and a copper plate pattern. So everything should be set up, so we should be able to make some of these thermoelectric generators. But before we do that, I want to make one other item, and I figured I'd bring you back and we would do it together. It's called a current transformer is what it is. So we want to make one of these guys right here. So I already made the engineer's voltmeter. It's just a compass and some sticks and a piece of copper, so that's pretty easy. And then it's just some terracotta, it's some iron ingots, and a couple copper coil blocks. So we can make that guy. Okay, make that. Sweet. And then I need some LV. I'm going to need an LV wire connector. Yeah. And I need an energy deal. Energy cube. Let's see if we can make one. Oh, what's it called? This guy right here, right? This guy? Alright, so we need to make one of these. We need to make a lead gear. Yeah. We need to make one of these, which we should be able to make. Yeah, okay. And then, can we make it? No. No. We need a block of redstone, which we can easily make. And then finally, we're going to need this, and we should be able to make this guy. Oh, we don't have any glass? Is that even possible? Here, let's take this. Let's do it this way. Instead of trying to craft a bunch of glass, we'll just go here. We'll put that in there. We'll make this regular glass and throw that back in there. Okay, now, what were we making? Oh, energy cube. This guy. Okay, and we should be able to make our energy cell frame. Done, and then we should be able to make this. Okay, there's energy cube. So we have a current transformer, we've got a wire connector, we need some LV wire, we need some, this will probably, actually this is perfect, that's how many we need, 2 of those. Okay, and now we have a thermoelectric generator sitting right here. Let's grab some of our materials out of here. Packed ice, we need 2 of these, 1, 2, and then let's make ourselves Yellorium. Let's make ourselves 2 Yellorium blocks. So we'll go like this, 1, 2. Okay, and we'll put the rest of those away. Okay, awesome. Yeah. All right, now let's go hook this thing up, and we can just talk through what we've got going on. So the big plus here with thermoelectric generators is that they're passive power gen. So let's dig out like a little bit of a area here. It's got to essentially be like a plus sign, right? So we're gonna go, I need one like there. Why did I do that? I don't know. I need one there and there. My bees are working. Everybody's happy here. Getting lots of extra drones. Yeah. We're gonna revisit those in tomorrow's episode. Man, that guy's super slow. We gotta fix that. Oh, hello. You gonna try to sneak up on me? You know better than that, you dang thing. Ow, don't hit me. Okay. Alright, so we're going to put our thermoelectric generator here in the center. Okay. Now, if you don't know how these guys work, I mean, we can technically walk through it. So one side is the hot side. So in this case, it's Yellorium. I guess it's got radiation in it. And then the other side is a cold side. And this thing generates power based on the temperature differences between these two. So we can put one like this. And you can essentially double your output by making equal side, or doing the same on all 4 sides. So hot, cold, right? And then you could do something like stick another thermoelectric generator in here, put a couple more pieces of ice, and just keep continuing. So essentially one of these Yellorium blocks could provide technically enough power for like the hot side for 4 thermoelectric generators, right? So anyway, so we've got that, and now we're going to hook up an LV wire connector like this. And this is just sort of a temporary thing, so I just want to see how much power is coming out. And then we'll hook up energy cell like that, okay? I need another LV wire connector. Let's go grab one quick. Do I have an LV wire connector? LV connector is this. Please let me make it. Oh, I knew it. Do I have clay? I do. 1, 2, 3. That's all I need. I knew it was going to be. I knew I was going to run out of that stuff before too much longer. That's just the way it works. Okay, one more. There we go. Perfect. All right, so let's go like this. And we'll make these. Okay, we got our wire. Okay, let's go up here and do a little test and see how this thing works. So if we put this here, like that, right? And we set him to make sure he's input on the top, right? And then I run wire from here to here, right? You can see he's got 256 RF inside him. And then run wire from here to here. You see that this guy should start to be climbing. Nope, it's got to be blue. Now climbing, yep. And if we right click on this guy, it tells us. So we're making 41 RF per tick using packed ice and Yellorium blocks. Yeah? So that's a constant passive power. Now, if you can imagine by maybe closing your eyes and thinking of something awesome, if we had ourselves like a whole big array of these things, each one producing 41 RF a tick. So if you have 10 of them, it's 410, right? If you have 20 of them, it's 800 RF per tick. If you have 100 of them, it's 4,000 RF per tick. So we could definitely get that. Now there's a hotter block you can use, and it's called plutonium. And I don't know if we're going to be able to get to plutonium anytime soon. But if you have plutonium blocks instead of Yellorite blocks, you get 30 RF a tick per side. So that would be 60 RF a tick coming off that thing. And we might try to get there if we possibly can. Plutonium comes from cyanite, and cyanite comes from cyanite dust. And the only way to get it is, I don't even know, crusher. Yeah, so we can make some cyanite bees, and maybe we'll get there, and then we can sort of replace all these. But so what we're going to do next episode is we're going to craft us up a bunch of these guys. I don't know, maybe like 25 or so, or whatever we can end up making. Remember, one of these Yellorium blocks, so I could put a thermoelectric generator there, right? And I could put one out here, and that would be the hot side on those. And I could put it there and put ice there, and I could do all this crazy stuff. I could put one here. So we can definitely get an array of these without burning through too much Yellorium. I might have to go find some more uranium, but we'll figure that out. But anyway, man, we have done lots of cool stuff today. I've got some bee stuff going on. It's crazy around here. Bees are flying all around. We built ourselves a thermoelectric generator. We did some Botania stuff. We did some glacial precipitation kind of stuff. Man, we were going crazy today. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Until next time, please remember to be cool. Don't be a fool. And from my DW20 1.12 Mod of Minecraft series, I guess we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.